All right, we're back on the Vette Kart. Here's the gas tank we're using, but we need a fuel cell. Look what we found. High dollar aluminum fuel cell. This is a, if you can barely read it right there, you can see 22 gallon. And this is a factory built, and this is out of a boat. We took this out of a boat. So, hey, you can build cheap. I think it's a lot of fuel, but for free, it's free. Free, man, free. 22 gallon. We can go forever with 22 gallons. So we're gonna try to get this thing hooked up and see if we can get this thing running under its own power. And then we got to figure out the radiator. We have to do some welding on that end of it, but pretty excited about the free fuel cell. You know how much that cost us? Nothing. Went ahead and put the back bumper on it because what we're planning on doing with this, I think we're going to need a little bit more length on the rear of this thing, and that thing don't weigh 20 pounds. And we got the radiator up here getting ready to get it welded in, figure out how to get it set, but it shouldn't be no big deal. Here's a issue we're running into. I want to get rid of the air conditioner and smog pump because we don't need that. And with the way the belt is running, that's going to give us an issue with the water pump because we've got to run this serpentine belt, and there's no, because all we're going to keep is the alternator and the power steering and water pump. So we've got to figure out how to run that thing, or put another pulley over here, just an idler pulley or something to go, because this turns this away.
This goes this way. So once you run this up through here and around and back down, put your idler pulley right here.
Let's figure that out. Okay, let's smoke that over. Let's go ahead and get the radiator put in there. And we got the radiator support welded in, and now I'm gonna put a little bit of anti-rust paint on it. Turned out pretty decent. Then I've got these brackets that goes right here. So anyway, we're gonna put a little paint, try to doll it up. Nothing like anti-rust paint. Who knows how good this is, but it ain't got to be all that fancy. We just want it to not rust. That's beautiful. And if you notice, this sway bar has got a it's got a high performance bend in it right there, so that's something that's going to have to be fixed. Somebody has, I bet they've tied a log chain right there and pulled that thing out somewhere. But anyway, that's a pretty easy fix. Need a bigger sway bar anyway, I think. Went ahead and bought this door threshold rubber piece that we're going to cut and put in this, and then down here to keep the radiator from rubbing metal to metal. So anyway, that was a cheap deal. I thought about using a car tire, but I believe that's going to be better. So let's see how that works. All right, the radiator is in. You can see where I put the threshold rubber right here on both sides, and then I put it on the bottom. It's very sturdy. Ain't going nowhere. We got the radiator hoses hooked up. This is actually the factory hose that come with the car. This bottom one here, we got it off of an Isuzu MPR. It fit better than the other one because we kind of moved it back a little bit, but turned out really nice. You won't be able to see it, so it don't matter how rough it looks, but I think it looks nice. And I'm wearing my Brunt boots. I'm telling you folks, Eric sent these to me for review. I've been wearing them for quite a while now. So if you're looking for a good boot at a reasonable price, give Brunt a try. I'm not kidding you. They've even got pants. They've got pull-ons, lace-ups, you name it. They got the boot you want at a very reasonable price. So give Brunt a call. I'm not kidding you. I've been wearing them, and I wouldn't say they were good if they weren't. So anyway, that being said, let's get back to the car. While he was welding the radiator in, we went ahead and got him to put us a support here. So we got this metal tray we basically built for the tank. It's also got the rubber. If you can look down in there, you can see we got rubber run on it, and we got the rubber run across here. Welded 2 bolts here. It goes up so we can take it out and change it if we need to. But tank is in. Tank is in, so we're getting close. Well, I went over to a buddy of mine's, and he wasn't home, and he just had these boxes sitting outside. Brand new wheels. Them racing wheels there. Mike's the littlest one here, so you're going to have to crawl up there in front and see Phil. You can do it.
Oh,
These are brand new. Well, sort of.
no, brand new.
Look at that. But will they fit? We're fixing to find out. Yeah, I'm ready now. Let's see if that's gonna fit. I'm gonna hold the camera. Oh, looky there. Like a glove, and look how much that sticks out. That's cool. That is cool.
What I told you, because it's shallow, it don't go all the way in, because it's sticking out farther.
Well, does it clear the brakes?
Yeah, it clears the brakes.
Oh, we're good. Good.
All you need to do is go get me some valve stems.
Off with the old. Off with the old.
That's what you said.
Off with the old.
What in the world?
Okay, Mike. Off with the old.
On with the new.
On with the new.
This thing must have sat for a while.
Oh, it's sat for a long time.
How long you got on this?
We ain't had it. How long we had it? A month or so?
Oh, you bought it off somebody?
Yeah. You don't even want to know where it was.
On with the
What
new.
you just said there?
Oh, that looks good, Mike.
You
Look,
couldn't even see this car.
look. Here's the old. Here's the new.
New and free.
And there's the old. Oh, that's so much better.
So that's what you gonna ride on?
Oh yeah,
Them dirt track tires?
Dang right, man.
that's right. Street legal.
Wheels and tires are on. And yeah, these are more dirt track tires, but that's all we had at the time. I'm gonna have to get some street tires to go on it, but the ones that was on it, we was having to pump them up about every 5 minutes, but I think it turned out pretty nice, and I wanted to get some width. So if you can see how they stick out over the side of the car, because I want to get some width on the wheels. So pretty happy with that. So it's coming together slowly but surely. We're trying to build this Vette kart as cheap as we can, and we've got to have a something to hold the gauges, something to hold the oil pressure and all that. So we've got a bolt right here, and then we've got all that. So I need something in here to hold the gauges. So what we have come up with, we've got all these leftover parts that's piled up out here that's left from a boat that Dylan has redone, and we're going to take a piece of this and see if we can't make us a dash out of it, save us some money. So let's see how this works out. All right, we found this piece, which is super long. It's actually been on the side. It's a side piece for the boat that he had. Then here's another piece. We're going to see which one of these will work out better for him. But we can put our gauges like here, or put our gauges here. Take this. I guess that would be a step. It's fixing to be a dash. I like the way that is made. So we're going to have to get a template. So I went down to my brother's and got a big old piece of cardboard. We're going to draw this out, cut it out, then we'll trim down the dash and see if we can get that mounted in there with the Vette kart. All right, I got me a piece of cardboard cut. That's John. Say hello, John.
Hello.
Anyway, we cut this piece of cardboard, and I've got it laid in here, so it fits really good. So now we're going to take this and mark. Well, that ain't gonna work. We ain't got enough goat juice, I don't think, there for that.
Nope.
We're gonna have to figure out something, because that ain't hardly wide enough. Let's go get another piece of aluminum, Mike. No, it ain't gonna work. Well, let me do some more figuring on this. All right, we got another piece of high dollar aluminum right here. This is old road signs. You can pick these up all the time. They throw these things away, go by the state. They got them stacked up where they're old and they don't use them anymore. So I've taped this piece on here. I'm gonna mark this out, and then we'll cut this and then mount that on this with the rivets, and then that should do it. Hopefully. Let's see how that works out. All right, I've got this marked out. I put tape on it to hold it in place. This is what we've got. Now we're gonna get Mike to get his little buzz wheel out here and cut this thing and go from there. There's Logan just getting out of the bed.
I've been up for a long time.
You ain't been up.
Yeah.
Saturday morning. Good morning, Logan.
Morning.
All right, update on the Vette kart. We have got stuff laying everywhere, walking over, stepping over. We just got the wheels and tires on it. These are just, the wheels are gonna stay, but the tires are just for now. But anyway, these are another set of tires we had that was just like the ones on the major pane. We've been working on the dash. As you can see, we got this in here, and we got to make some brackets to hold that in. Gas tank is in, and this is a boat gas tank that we took, so y'all know about that. Got it bolted in, and got these rubber bushings in there to keep it from moving around. And Mike's been really busy. We've got a shut-off switch back here in the back. I'm gonna run everything to it, so when this turns off, well, that's on, but when this turns off, it'll kill the whole car. We're putting the battery here, and he's got the wires done, and you can see he's done a nice job. Of course, he ain't cut the zip ties yet. He's gonna run that up through there, and then on the front, we got the radiator in. It's hooked up. All the hoses are hooked up. No water in it yet. And we got rid of the battery here, put it in the back, and then he's run the wire in for the starter, which comes in right here. He's done a real good job, and then underneath he's run it. So we're getting there. It's getting there. This right here, I want to get rid of this and this and this, but can't find anything to replace it. So I don't know hardly if we're gonna have to leave that or if we're gonna figure us out a bracket on that. It's gonna be a booger. We're gonna leave the windshield wipers because this thing's gonna be street legal when we get done with it. And it's coming together pretty good. So, till tomorrow, Mike.
Yep.
All right. So here's what we got on our sign. You can see this was a road under construction or 500 foot or whatever it was. Y'all can go to, we call it the county barn, but anyway, I'm sure y'all got a county barn and a state barn or a state place where they park all their vehicles. If you go there, the state takes these old signs down and they just stack them up, and they'll give them to you, just get rid of them. So anyway, we got this, and we got this. Logan, help me. This fits right. Just like that. And then we're going, so that is going to be that part. All right, come over here, Logan. This part is out of a boat, and this is actually I don't know if it's a side part, but anyway, right here is where some of the controls went down in a boat. So we've got this, we've trimmed it down, and this, you see, it's just aluminum. And I don't know exactly, there was a hole here that some of the controls or something went down in, but anyway, that's out of an old boat. Y'all can find boats everywhere, aluminum boats just sitting. And so this fits in like that. So that's going to give us that part. And hold on, this is another sign, as you can see, no parking or something, but anyway, it's faded away, so we got it. We cut it where it'll fit right here. Then our gauges is going to go on this. So that turned out pretty good, and this cost nothing more than just time. So let's go ahead and get this thing painted up, get our gauges put in, and see how it turns out. All right, the dash is mounted. You can see it looks really bad right here in front of the steering wheel where all the gauges is going. We're fixing to fix that. I'm gonna show you a little technique. That's a big name. We're gonna show you a way that we do that, but you can see I painted the road sign. I'm gonna probably end up painting this part too. I'm not sure. I don't want it reflecting in the dash, but probably go flat black with it too. This is the back of the sign that we've been cutting on. We got another one down here. We got them laying everywhere, pieces and parts, but we wanted to dial up the gauge cluster a little bit, so this is what we come up with. And we're going to clear coat that. And the way, this is simple to do, and you can take your time and do it however you want to do it. Let me show you. We got this sanding tip that goes on this little air drill. You can do it with a drill, anything you want to do with. You just put it right here, squeeze it wide open, and just start punching. Now you can take your time with that, and you can actually run straight ones, curvy ones, however you want to do it, but it looks so much better. We will probably clear coat that. But see, like right here is a little spot, so. Look at that. Man, that is high performance right there. It says high performance. Oh, let's set her in there and see what it looks like. All right, here we go across. And there it is. So that looks pretty good. And then our gauges will go here. Let's see if we can get this. So we have got a aluminum racing dash that don't weigh anything, that really don't look all that bad. It's all about the detail, all about the detail. Seems like when you get to this point, little odds and ends putting a car together, this is the longest part. It's like when you build a house, you get it dried in, then it takes forever to finish it. So we've got the body off, we've got it where we want it, now we're trying to put it back to where we can actually drive this thing on the road. We still like headlights, tail lights, getting the gauges hooked up, and I'd really like to put a set of headers on it. I'd like to put a new, I'd like to put a high-rise Holley intake and a Holley 4-barrel on it. We see how that works out, but I wouldn't have to. This runs decent, but I'd like to get all the power I can out of it. Something else we're talking about doing, this is a 84 Corvette with a low compression 350, 205 horses. I've talked to several of my buddies that drive race cars and dirt track and all that. They say that I need to put a set of 305 HO heads on this thing to get the compression up. Everybody says that the heads flow terrible on a 305, but on this 350 I've got, they say the heads flow terrible on it, so it wouldn't matter all that much. And then would up my compression, probably give me about 10 to 1. So we're debating on that. I've actually got a motor. I've got a 305 HO we're thinking about jerking the heads off of, and I don't know. But at this point, we just want to be able to drive it. So we've got, like I said, we've got the radiator in, we've got the tank in it. We got the battery in the back, almost wired up. So just running the wires and all that. So appreciate all y'all watching Phillips Run, Drip and Bubble Company. And till next time, y'all be safe.